Commercial Property Investment Outlook for 2025. Key sectors. Let's get one thing straight. Commercial property in the UK isn't what it was 5 years ago, or even 2. And going into 2025, if you're thinking it's just about buying a warehouse or leasing out office space in some shiny new tower, think again. Things have shifted, big time. I've been watching trends evolve closely this past year, comes with the job. And honestly, some of the shifts have caught even seasoned agents off guard. So what sectors are actually worth keeping an eye on in 2025? Let's break it down, with a few real-world tales along the way. Logistics and industrial, still the juggernaut. But you've probably heard it 100 times. Warehouses are the new gold. Online retail kept pushing demand up, and last-mile delivery hubs popped up like mushrooms after rain. But 2025's not 2020. Yields are tightening. Occupier demand, still strong, but more selective. A client of mine picked up a compact 15,000 square foot logistics unit near Swindon last year, just off the N4. Back then, rents were rising like crazy. Now, rent reviews are less dramatic, and tenants are asking tougher questions. ESG compliance, EPC ratings, connectivity, they all matter more. Still, I'd say smaller urban logistics hubs, think micro-fulfillment near city centers, are where the smart money's heading. Big boxes? Only if you're deep-pocketed and happy to hold long-term. Offices, the Phoenix, or just a rebrand? Brace yourself, the office market isn't dead. But it's definitely had Botox and a fresh wardrobe. Flexible working isn't going anywhere. What that means for office investors? Spec suites, plug-and-play fit-outs, and well-certified buildings are getting all the attention. A dull, open-plan gray carpet box in Croydon? Nah, forget it. You need character, amenities, and, dare I say it, a bit of soul. Here's one. I recently let a boutique office space in Shoreditch. Ex-warehouse, brick walls, plants hanging from ceilings. Dog-friendly. The tenant, a creative agency, moved from a bigger but bland place in Holborn. Paid more per square foot just to feel at home. True story. Retail. Surprise comeback, but be picky. I know, retail sounds risky. But here's a twist. The best high streets are quietly thriving. And I'm not talking mega malls or out-of-town retail parks. I mean curated, local parades, community-first shopping streets, artisan bakeries next to indie bookshops. In Bristol, one of my contacts acquired 2 high street units on Gloucester Road, long-term leases with a barbershop and an eco-refill store. No fancy anchor tenant, just good, honest, consistent trade. It's low-key, but it works. But please avoid ghost town high streets. You know, the ones. Vacancy boards, broken signage, one sad charity shop holding the fort. Just no. 4. Healthcare and life sciences. Hot. This one's not just a buzzword. It's a full-blown boom. From NHS contracts to private medical centers, investors are pouring in. And then there's life sciences, lab space in Oxford, Cambridge, even parts of Manchester. High spec, high tech, high demand. I've had 3 inquiries in the last 6 months about converting light industrial space into lab-enabled units. It's not simple. Ventilation, clean room standards, special drainage, the works. But if you get it right, returns are tasty. Problem? Supply is low. Planning is tricky, and unless you're clued up or working with someone who is, it's easy to burn cash fast. Alternative assets, wild cards worth watching. Student accommodation, still solid, especially PBSA, purpose-built student accommodation. But go for unitowns with strong demand, like Nottingham, Leeds, or Exeter. Self-storage, quietly growing. And data centers, well, they're not sexy, but in 2025, they're basically gold mines. Every time someone streams Netflix or backs up their photos, a data center somewhere keeps the lights on. Oh, and don't forget dark kitchens. Bit niche, sure. But in high-density cities, especially post-pandemic, they're still churning out decent margins. Final thought, it's all about the experience. Here's what I've noticed. Whether it's an office, a cafe, or a whole shopping center, people want places that feel good. Not just square footage and rental income. Investors are cottoning on. So are tenants. In 2025, it's not enough to own commercial property. You've got to own the right kind, in the right place, serving the right purpose. And sometimes, you've got to take a punt, but preferably a well-researched one. So, what sector are you watching this year?